All right, here we are, starting off the NA Qualifiers Day 2, and we get a look at both these teams, Team Red versus Planet Odd. Get a look at the bands, get a look at the picks. Crystal Maiden, Night Stalker band out for Team Red, while it's Wisp and Sand King picked band out for Planet Odd. And then the picks for both sides, you got Team Red picking up Spirit Breaker and Earthshaker, while Planet Odd, they've picked up the Coddle as well as that Legion Commander. So right away you see a couple of these heroes like Spirit Breaker, where most of the time you see it combined with what could be a Darkseer in the offlane. You have Earthshaker be your position 5, your Spirit Breaker, your roaming 4, and then you put that Ion Shell on, you get that charge, and you look for those early kills. For the side of Planet Odd, Keeper of the Light as well as Legion Commander, which is an alright start to the day. You've got that mana leak if taken early. Probably keep them in position so they don't get stunned out. And then the Legion Commander with the duel, with the early ability to get some farm, press the attack is that nice purge. Always nice, and especially with the Chakra Magic with that cooldown reduction. So Clockwork, Invoker banned out by Team Red, Lifestealer and Razor banned out by Planet Odd. Legion Commander probably in the offlane for Planet Odd. It could be both 4 and 5 for Team Red, not too sure yet. You could put Earthshaker in the offlane. We've seen that a couple of times. And for Planet Odd, you probably have that support Coddle, and again, that offlane Legion Commander.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So we get on into these next picks. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Bristleback for Planet Odd. Put Bristle in the safe lane. You've got Coddle there, Chakra Magic. It's a pretty deadly combination. Bristleback has been picked up pretty often in these qualifiers. And with the Legion Commander, you get a little bit of lockdown. Always nice to have that with the close sprays coming out on whoever they're dueling. But they go with the Rubik. So Rubik, Keeper of the Light, is your 2 supports. It's a bit of lockdown for them. Telekinesis into the duel. And then, Coddle is there to be your support as well. And always nice during the daytime. Probably going to go for that Axe very early into this game as well. Going to be able to recall some of these heroes, bring them into the fight, help out with these duels. And Planet Odd seems to be the kind of objective they're looking for. For the side of Team Red, they've gone with the Venomancer. So, core Venomancer with Earthshaker and Spirit Breaker. We've seen Venomancer not too many times. He's usually banned out pretty quickly. But Venomancer here as a core could give a lot of trouble to Planet Odd, especially early. Venomancer is a hero that does need a little bit of farm, but you get those early levels of Venomous Gale, you work with Earthshaker, or even Spirit Breaker. The charge comes in, the Fissure comes out, the Venomous Gale follows it up, and you can find yourself getting a Venomancer that snowballs into an amazing start. And that could ultimately be a problem for Planet Odd. So Planet Odd, they need their safe lane, they need their mid laner. For Team Red, it could be an off lane Venomancer, even go safe lane. We'll have more of an idea as this draft kind of goes on. But for Planet Odd, Lone Druid's going to be their pick. Still safe lane or mid lane with that pick. Could still pick up the Bristleback. But, Bear early. What we've seen with Bear, sometimes there's that typical go for Radiance, get the Aura Venom, and work that route. But what I saw the other day was Mask of Madness early on the Bear, where you had this ability to just push so fast, be super aggressive. And we'll have to see if Planet Odd go that direction this time around with Lone Druid, as it did seem to work out. For the team that didn't. I think it might have even been Planet Dog. So, Venomancer, Earthshaker, Spirit Breaker. If Venomancer's in the safe lane, could still see that Darkseer come out. We'll have to see. But Team Red still setting up. Now they know they're up against this Lone Druid. Maybe they go with something like a Quap. Has a bit of mobility there with the Spirit Breaker. Can be really around this map quite a bit. get that Shadow Striker in the early game to push back whoever is mid. Could it be the Lone Druid? It might be. And Quap, pretty solid ult for the game. The only problem is you've got a Rubik who is ready to steal a bunch of these abilities. Rubik looking towards that Poison Nova, that that Echo Slam, that charge. And if you give him another hero like Quap where you could get that Sonic Wave, maybe we see a very nice Rubik game come out where he's turning around all of Team Red's abilities straight back on him. So Team Red, interestingly enough, they go with the Phoenix. So with the huge amount of slows coming out, the stun, you can get a nice egg in there. Get some good Supernova coming out. I kind of like this pick. The only problem is a lot of these heroes, they don't really seem tanky enough to withstand what Planet Odd's going to throw their way. You've got Legion Commander who can take out this Phoenix Egg pretty quickly. Earthshaker not too strong. Neither is the Spirit Breaker. I'm not too sure if, this looks like an early game team for Team Red. Really mid-game oriented when you get those ults up and the Blink Dagger for Earthshaker. But it just seems as though their team is a bit weak up against what Planet Odd's going to be throwing their way. So Faceless Void going to be banned out by Planet Odd. Don't want to deal with the Chronosphere Egg Poison Nova combination. Venomous Gale running through that as well. It's a pretty solid ban. It's better safe than sorry if they do go with that Void. Maybe you see Venomancer in the off lane, Void in the safe lane. Or Venomancer mid could come out here. Have to see what Team Red pick up last, and it is going to be Terrorblade. So Terrorblade's going to be in that safe lane. Could still be Venomancer mid, Earthshaker off lane, or Earthshaker Spirit Breaker in the off lane. And then for Planet Odd, now they're dealing with Keeper of the Light, Legion, Rubik, Lone Druid, and they ban out the Quap on Team Red, so looks as though they think that Lone Druid's going to go over safe lane, and they are going to be looking for something over mid, and mid up against this Venomancer. They don't have Razor up on the board, don't have Quap or Invoker. Could see them maybe go with the Storm Spirit where they'd like to be a little bit mobile.
10 seconds remaining.
Lena.
So they go with the Lena. Definitely an interesting pick coming out. And you've got Lena, Lone Druid, Rubik, Legion Commander, Keeper of the Light up against Terrorblade, Phoenix, Venomancer, Earthshaker, Spirit Breaker. And we'll have to see how this goes. Soxa on the Coddle, Moon on the Legion Commander, Misery on that Rubik Resolution, safe lane with that Lone Druid, and Weeha over mid on the Lena. As for the side of Team Red, they've got Monkeys Forever on the Terrorblade, Franz on that Phoenix, Ziz on the Venomancer, Jenkins on the Earthshaker, and Spirit Breaker played by Newsham.
5 seconds remaining.
So we'll be ready to go in just a minute. We'll take a look at everybody's towers. A nice pregame screen, and then we'll be underway. Let's take a look at these predictions. Why am I so far out?
Prepare for battle.
My camera's broken. Time first. Tower destruction. Or with the least deaths is going to be Monkeys Forever. And then, highest magic damage. Friggin'... I can't... Alright, I'm gonna have to reload into this game as I think my camera's broken. I can't even move anything. Can't click on the mini-map, so a bit of a bug. I'll reconnect. See what I can do. Not sure what happened there. And now I can't even... Yeah, I can't move my camera. I don't understand what's going on. Let me restart Dota. I'll be right back. I'm really sorry about this. Alright, we're back. Should be good now. Not sure what that bug was, but let's take a look at these lanes, get right into it. Team Red, they're on the Dire side, facing off against Planet Odd in the Radiant side. And we've got Monkeys Forever mid on this Terrorblade with Newsham just babysitting, looking over towards Weeha on the Lina mid. We'll take a look up top. We've got Saksa on that Coddle up top here with Moon in the off lane. And it's a safe lane. Venomancer Ziz on it with Franz on the Phoenix, and then we take a look over bottom as it's Resolution on the Lone Druid up against Jenkins in this offlane with the Earthshaker. So we got our last hits denies up on the board. We're ready to go. Definitely a bit of confusion there in the midst of this game. In terms of just bugs, I don't understand what that was. Did have to restart my Dota. We're ready to go. We're good to go. Franz getting very low to that Illuminate. Gonna try and Icarus dive out, but Misery, he's coming all the way through. Has himself the telekinesis. Hitting away at Franz. Might be first blood. One more shot will do it. And Misery grabs himself first blood in the early goings of this game. So a nice rotation there from Misery on the Rubik. And they're starting to look like they're going with the tri-lane in this offlane of Misery, Moon, as well as Saksa, but you know, Misery with now level 2 telekinesis and that Fade Bolt might be able to rotate quite a bit. And they do look over at this Venomancer once again. Misery, he's got himself 3 tangos, could eat his way through the trees to break in through up towards this tower, and he'll definitely have to be very careful about going in. But now the Venomancer's made his way over to the trees a little bit too far out. The charge is going to come through on Moon, but I don't know if he's going to be safe. The Illuminate does end up missing, so they don't have a TP, but the Fade Bolt with the overwhelming odds not going to be enough. And Moon now still continuing to get charged by Newsham, but will be fine. So, just an interesting start. If they hit that Illuminate, he's probably dead. The telekinesis is the only thing really to stop them with Lina over mid. But now it's Jenkins in this safe lane with Newsham, and they're moving the Venomancer over to the off lane. So we've got Franz just pulling the creep wave, trying to bring the equilibrium towards their tower. And now it's Jenkins, Newsham, as well as Franz. It's an interesting tri-lane up top. Gonna have to be very careful about this lane up here. I think they're very susceptible to getting ganked out by Planet Odd, especially with both the Rubik and Saksa on the Coddle coming over. They're going to get the charge coming out on Moon. They've got themselves the Enchant Totem as well as the Sunray burning into Moon. The fissure hits. The kill is there for Newsham. So 1-1. And it's an even start between these two teams. So you take a look at Weeha, who's now getting charged by Newsham. They've got the rest of the team coming over with Franz, and they'll get this charge all the way through. Looking for that bash just to slow him up, but not going to be enough. Monkeys Forever, let's see the build going over mid. He's got 2 in Metamorphosis, 2 in Reflection. And his farm is pretty much even with Weeha's. So they definitely could think about going over mid again with a nice Icarus dive and a Sunray. Could burn him out with a charge coming in from Newsham. Weeha definitely going to have to be careful, especially at just over half health. So have to see how he plays this mid lane. We take a look over bottom. There's the telekinesis thrown right back into the bear. A big time root under tower. And Resolution gets the kill, the charge a little bit too late. Newsham just not with the reaction time to save his Venomancer, who is now dropped for the first time in this game and having a tough time both top and bottom. So now Newsham here with Franz and Ziz. We'll see how they do with this tri-lane, moving over to the off lane again. Telekinesis thrown up, trying to get that root. The stun comes in from the charge of Newsham. Let's see if the Sunray is going to be enough. They get the Savage Roar to push them back, but Misery continuing to burn. He'll end up dropping. And Franz now just trying to run away. He doesn't have Icarus dive for quite some time, so they'll continue throwing the bear, hoping for a root. They get it! A big kill for Resolution. On the return, these roots, this RNG, has been perfect for Resolution. So 3-2 and a bit of a lead coming out. Let's see. Going for the Midas on the bear. And actually over up top, they get the kill on Jenkins. So Misery, Saksa, they're moving in tandem and doing a pretty good job of it. You get the telekinesis into the Illuminate, you hit with the Fade Bolt, things are just that easy. And Team Red, they're going to have to really watch out. Weeha getting charged up, coming in slowly. He's going to come across the bow of Misery, so maybe Misery gets himself a nice telekinesis, but he's going to come on over. There's the Sunder as well as the Metamorphosis. Weeha going to be in a lot of trouble, going to die before he can even make anything happen. And now they turn their attention towards Misery. They're going to continue to move on forward, charge in about 5 seconds, so if they can keep the vision, they can go on in. And Misery just going to continue to run. They're not going to charge. They'll leave the Terrorblade over mid. And now they'll actually look to charge bottom. Let's see, are they going to charge all the way through to Resolution? They do. They charge, hit the bear, back off. Takes just 1 shot from the tower. Nothing too terrible. We'll take a look up top again. There's the Fade Bolt. Going to be in a lot of trouble one more time as Jenkins gets a nice fissure onto the Enchant Totem, bringing Moon very low. The overwhelming odds, 1 more shot should take him out, and he will end up falling. So now we take a look over bottom as 3 is set up for Team Red. They're going to go all the way back to base. Almost there with the Midas, so Resolution very vulnerable over bottom, and this is where 3 of these heroes are setting up. They've got one bottom in Misery, and now he's going to be charged up. The Venomous Gale hits. They continue to go in very deep. They look to get the kill. The Sunray should just about confirm this for them. The Telekinesis will only stun them up for a moment, and it's the life of their Rubik to keep alive Resolution. They'll look to take out the bear, trying to deny it is Resolution, but not going to be able to do so, and it's 300 gold for Team Red from that bear. So you take a look, all these heroes, top 3 on the CS chart, are going to be from the side of Planet Odd, and we take a look over at the net worth that it is Resolution leading the way just in front of Monkeys Forever on this Terrorblade. So Weeha farming okay, nothing too crazy. 400 gold behind this Terrorblade, but they try to make a move in. They get a nice telekinesis into the Light Strike array. Laguna Blade, but the Sunder keeps him alive. Monkeys Forever quick on the button, and he'll keep himself alive with a nice Sunder. Meanwhile, up top, they'll take out Moon being a little bit too aggressive. It is 5-5 with a bit of a lead for the side of Planet Odd. They're going to charge in on Weeha, and slowed up by this reflection. They're going to get the nice Icarus dive in. The Sunray comes through. Misery with a telekinesis to stun up both Newsham and Franz, but I don't think Misery is going to be able to make it out. He gets pretty much cornered by this red squad. He'll be taken away, and Newsham will fall to Weeha. So it's a 1-for-1. Now again, Reflection coming out on Weehaw. Metamorphosis gets the kill. Monkeys Forever gets a double. As Weehaw gets the kill on Franz. So a very back and forth game between these two teams. Already 14 kills, 9 minutes in. So they will look for the charge. They've got the fissure, but very deep under tower. I don't think Newsam's going to want to go in on this. Let's look over bottom. Venomancer level 6. Up against this bear that does finally have that Midas resolution. He's got boots. The bear not getting boots just yet. And it is actually going to go for that Radiance. So that Mask of Madness build that I thought maybe they'd go for, they're not going for. And now Newsam actually stops the charge over mid. Got both Weehaw and Misery here trying to push a tier 1. Nobody really contesting just yet from Team Red, as Monkeys Forever a little bit low, but does have Sunder in 5 seconds, so they might actually look for a charge as well as a Sunder. They gotta watch out. Weehaw, very susceptible. There's the Sunder. And let's see if they're going to be able to go in with Newsham looking to charge. He's going to be lifted up by that Telekinesis. The Light Strike Array is going to hit as well, and the Laguna Blade cleans him up. So Planet Odd, another kill going their way. The Sunder only deters them from taking the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower
won't
is under attack.
Lead Planet Red to a kill despite getting that Sunder and Weehaw very low.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower.
Saxa slowed up by that Venomous Gale. They're going to continue diving in deep. Saxa looks pretty dead here, especially with the charge coming in, but the Blinding Light will push these heroes back, keep them alive. Being told it's a new sham, and I'll change to that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Actually, you see Saxa keep himself alive, and he's going to be going straight for that axe. So, new sham. You learn something every day from chat. Luckily, it's a name for me, and I don't sound stupid the rest of the day. So, Moon Meander. With a nice Blink Dagger already coming to him. Let's actually take a look. Is it on the courier? It is. This courier is going to be heading over to Sox, and they have smoked up. Both Misery and Sox are smoked here. Maybe they're going to look for the duel. They've got the Blink Dagger going out quickly towards Moon. I think they've got Jenkins in their sights. They're going to come over top. Sox is here. Smoke's going to be broken. There's the Bounty Rune. Let's see if they can make anything happen. The Blinding Light right into the hands of Misery. There's the overwhelming odds. They look further. Actually, Meander going on forward. They've got this Supernova burning away at the team of Planet Odd. It's not going to survive. They'll end up losing Soxa. Jenkins falls as well, but Monkeys Forever, he's made the rotation with Metamorphosis. Going to try and find himself a kill or two, but the Stolen Fissure comes in and will stop up this Terrorblade. Now, New Sham, he's trying to run out, but he's getting hit by both Resolution and Weehaw. He's going to be forced out. The Root comes in, continuing to get burned by that Orb of Venom. They'll be forced to move all the way back. They've got themselves the Venomancer continuing to go in. New Sham is going to charge forward for Weehaw, but getting back towards that tower. I don't think they want to continue to go in. So a 2,000 gold lead for Planet Odd. They're going to be looking for this Bloodstone quickly on Lena. Now let's take a look, as you've already got that Blink Dagger. Going for the Blade Bale next on Moon should lead to quite a bit of dual damage for him. They've got themselves the Midas on the Bear, going towards that Sacred Relic, only 1,600 gold away from that. And they're trying to finish up the Radiance, which is quite a bit a ways away. And until that point, Team Red should seem a little bit safe. But once they get that Radiance burn on them, might find themselves into a bit of trouble in terms of taking these team fights. So you take a look over Moon, thinking about going in on this Venomancer. He's got Blink ready. And now He's got himself press the attack. He blinks forward to Jenkins. Will get the duel off. Should be a kill. Sunray a little bit short. They don't get it. And the kill and the duel go the way of Planet Odd.
Dire's top tower is falling.
That should help.
So 11-9, and now a 4K net worth lead. Leading the net worth is the Lone Druid of Resolution, continuing fourth with that Sacred Relic. 900 gold out of that. We take a look at the Lena, looking for the quick Bloodstone, not too far off of that either. So they're going to hit a power spike around 20 minutes or so, or even a little bit sooner than that, and that's really where Team Red need to worry. You've got a Terrorblade with the Dragon Lance, and he does hit pretty well early on, but his supporting cast right now is sort of lacking. Got the Veil from the Venomancer. Earns there for Spirit Breaker. No Blink Dagger just yet for Earthshaker. And then Phoenix, only level 6. Does have that Supernova if they want to take the fights well enough. So Resolution just continuing to farm as much as he can. Moon's here with Saxa, so they could be looking for a duel if anybody comes out to contest him. Still getting ever so close to that Sacred Relic. Take a look up top. Misery just hiding away from Nusham. And Jenkins is here as well, so if they spot him out, they'll get the charge. As well as the Fissure, and there it is. Misery is going to be spotted up. The ulti used as well as the Fissure. Misery on the right side of that Fissure. The Light Strike Array as well as the Dragon Slave. Laguna Blade cleans up one. They've got the Stolen Fissure coming in from Misery. They're going to look to clean up with Weehaw, but the Echo Slam is used. The Enchant Totem thrown at Misery just to get one kill, but Sox is here as well as Weehaw. They're looking for the kill. It'll be stunned up. Jenkins still continuing to try and run. The Light Strike Array with the hold for Moon to get that dual damage. So a nice turn from Planet Odd. They end up losing Misery, but take out 2. Get dual damage for Moon. He's got 20 already. So let's take a look again at Monkeys Forever as he's looking for that Yasha. We'll see if he does go for the Mantis style next. And then over on the Venomancer, still with that Veil, but going straight Ags in the meantime. So he's just trying to farm up, sits fourth in the net worth, but top of net worth right now is Resolution, getting very close to that Radiance, only 900 gold away. Take a look over at the Lena. She's only 700 gold away from the Bloodstone, so they'll probably hit this Bloodstone timing around the moment they get that Radiance. So again, gonna be a very big power spike for Planet Odd. We'll have to see if Team Red really can handle this big jump in power. Go look up top. They're looking for the charge here on Saxa. He's going to get hit by Nusham as well as the ulti. They continue to go in. The Fissure follows it up. Sunray from Franz. Blinding Light to push him away, but Sunray does enough damage to finish off the Coddle. So good kill for Team Red. It's using their, their lowest core as well as their 2 supports to get a kill. Don't need to move over Monkeys Forever or the Venomancer to really make that happen, and that opens up farm for them, gets them a little bit of space. The 2 of them work on their next couple of items, and maybe they look to contest when this next fight comes out from Planet Odd. So Radiance recipe is ready, as well as that Bloodstone recipe, and I think at that moment, Planet Odd are going to look to fight. We take a look over mid. Weehaw showing himself. And they Will get the charge all the way deep. They don't have a tier 1. Continuing to move forward is going to be this Terrorblade as well as Jenkins. They get themselves the first hit bash. The Echo Slam comes out as well from the blink from Jenkins. They'll clean up Weehaw very quickly. And Team Red, very nice fight from them. And luckily enough for Weehaw, he didn't have that Bloodstone come into him as he was moving forward. Or actually getting got on. So with that, Metamorphosis available for Monkeys Forever. They'll head towards Roche, try to get the Aegis, and deteriorate this 2,000 net worth lead of Planet Odd. So get themselves a Fissure. Guiding away is going to be Moon with that Press the Attack. But the Radiance is shown off, and Red's starting to burn out. So I'm not too sure they'll be comfortable really going after this Roche anymore. It would have been a nice pickup for them to get the Aegis. So they put the Radiance on Resolution as he wants to continue to push, send the bear back to heal up, pick up those boots as well. And is this going to be a smoke? 2 seconds left. There it is. Everybody in on that smoke. So they're going to try and find a couple of these heroes out. Weehaw getting ready with the Fiery Soul. They go up towards the shrine area. Franz is going to be moved forward, but there it is. Plague Ward spotting out this smoke. Team Red are going to be able to back out, and it's gank gone wrong. So when they do push away Team Red, maybe Planet Odd think about going for this Roche. They're going to head that way. We'll have to see if they do come in. They've got Weehaw getting charged up. They might be looking for a good go at this with a Supernova coming through. But now the Blink Duel as he stops that charge. Light Strike Array should be dual damage for him. And it will be. So he's got 34 dual damage. Pops that Blade Mail. Tries to TP out and successfully does so. As Misery really holding him back. The Supernova not really in the best spot, and Luna actually denying himself. So Weehaw denies himself. They look over towards the bear, trying to get 300 gold. The Radiance burns away at Jenkins. The Enchant Totem enough, but Misery with the stolen charge gets the kill on Jenkins. So now he's got the Telekinesis lined up with Soxa, putting the Mana Leak on Franz. He's going to try and get away. The Blinding Light stops him. Illuminate flies through as well as the Fade Bolt. They'll get another one. Misery with the double kill. Monkeys Forever. He's in the wrong spot. He might get caught out by Planet Odd. They've got the charge coming in on Misery. He'll be taken out with the Light Strike Array as well as the Laguna Blade coming in from Weehaw is enough. Venomous Gale as well as the ulti from Nusham are going to be used on Weehaw. Let's see if he's able to get out of this. Press the attack on Moon to purge out that stun. Continue to run. They've gotten themselves the kill on Venomancer. Maybe one more in Nusham, and they will as Radiance burning in from Resolution gets the kill. It's a full team wipe in favor of Planet Odd. Now they look towards this Roche. And with Team Red destroyed in that last engagement, take a look at the change. So much gold going the way of Planet Odd. They get the Aegis. Echo Slam comes out onto Moon. He's going to be taken out. The Fissure hits on Weehaw, but Franz, he's not going to survive from the onslaught coming in from this Lena Jenkins. He gets himself one, but he'll drop as well. It's a double kill for Weehaw. And it's a 2-for-1 split, but a double kill for Weehaw is very nice there to get back those Bloodstone charges. So Bear getting healed up, has that Radiance. They've saved up quite a bit of gold on Resolution. And doing quite a bit of work with that Radiance as well. Weehaw actually gets a kill over mid. And we'll be with that Laguna Blade cleaning up very quickly. So top of the net worth, Resolution and Weehaw. We take a look at the other side. Terrorblade is first for Team Red. And he's going to be going for that Manta style. And has had quite a good game. 4-1 and 3, and at any moment, you know, if they do win a fight, you could see quite a bit of push. But meanwhile, up top, the charge comes out as well as the Telekinesis from Misery, they get the root from the bear. Resolution with another one, and they'll work towards this tier 1 tower. Take it so quickly, it just melts away. And now they look towards the bottom tier 2. And Team Red, they got to think about defending. This push is coming in so quickly, so fast. I don't know if Team Red are ready for this. Take the tower again, and this heavy aggression from Planet Odd has now netted them almost 10,000 net worth lead. They're very far ahead right now, continuing to pour the pressure on Team Red, and Planet Odd just looking phenomenal right now. They get the Yules as well as the Light Strike Array. They steal off the Venomous Gale. Laguna Blade to strike him down. And Weeha with another. Now 11-4. So they look to push. The Fissure will keep them occupied, but no Venomancer to really place these Plague Wards and back them off. They got the Blink with the duel. Blade Mail's going to be popped. They're going to try and get themselves a little bit of lockdown and continue to go in. The Venomous Gale thrown from Misery. They got themselves one in Jenkins. Now Nusham, he's going to try and heal up with that Shrine. Front's going to die off from Weeha. Weeha gets himself a double kill. Now they look and turn it towards Monkeys Forever. He's going to be stunned up, rooted by the bear for Resolution with a kill. Everybody down on Team Red, and Planet Odd are steamrolling through this side of the Dire. Take out their first set of racks. Tier 2 stand for the side of Team Red, but they actually look towards Tier 4s. So Team Red just so far behind, getting caught out time and time again. This Terrorblade not really given a good jumping off point, as these fights have been pretty poor for Team Red. Their side is very weak. Don't have a lot to withstand the nuke damage of the Laguna Blade, as well as the dual lockdown. They've got so much to handle, Team Red, as well as the nice roots coming out for the bear. Resolution with that bear just hits so hard. And Team Red, they really don't have enough of an answer. They get the charge in, the telekinesis is going to be thrown out, but the Yule is going to be used to avoid that. Jenkins going to try and survive, but they got the stun out on Nusham. He's going to continue to get run down by the bear. Weeha and Saksa turn it towards this Earthshaker. They'll get the duel. The Laguna Blade from Weeha. Another kill. Another 2 kills for Weeha. And he is now looking fantastic at 15, 4, and 5. 22 Bloodstone charges. So they continue moving up. They clear out that Tier 2 mid. They'll clear out this Tier 3. Got no Earthshaker, no Echo Slam, no Spirit Breaker to try and charge in. Team Red, right now, all they can do is place down Plague Wards and watch as their base gets demolished. Just Weeha destroying this base, and Nusham is going to disconnect from the game. So Pause comes out. They'll have to wait as he DCs, and Planet Odd, they look about ready to seal this game up. So let's take a look around the horn. They've got the Aegis on Lina. On Weeha, they're looking for the BKB on Moon, who's got the Blade Mail, Blink, Resolution, Veil, as well as the Radiance on that bear, and the Pipe. Let me take a look over at Saksa. Nice Ags timing, and as well as Rubik. He's got that Blink. Misery doing a very good job on that Rubik thus far, and actually counter-sieging those Plague Wards with his own Plague Wards. Take a look over at Team Red. Franz, not really much to his name, sitting bottom of the net worth. Monkeys Forever, still looking for that match style. I don't think he'll be able to get out to that secret shop to pick up the ulti orb, and then Nusham, Medallion, Orb of Venom, very low on the net worth as well. And then finally the Ags comes out for the Venomancer. So he's looking for a Blink Dagger, but fully bought out on this Ags. Not going to have buyback. And it is available if he can get himself 800 more gold, but with the way Planet Odd are pushing in, it is not looking good for Team Red. game is resumed. They'll take out the Tier 3 and the melee side of this Rax. Actually turn it towards the Tier 2 up top. They want to continue on forward and eventually get themselves mega creeps. Push out these creeps. The machine gun that is Lena going to hit away at this tower with the Desolator going even more quick. And there it is. You saw it for a second. The tower is dead. They continue on forward, and now a desperation play immediately scanned out. They're going to be in a lot of trouble to try and go in for this. So Team Red, they're scanned out. Planet Odd know this is coming. Let's see if they can even find anything off of this. Oh boy, there's the Earthshaker. He's going to be lifted up, going to try and get himself a kill with a Light Strike Array, as well as the Laguna Blade going to clean up this Earthshaker. They continue to go in. There's the duel out on the Terrorblade. Franz very low, as well as this Venom Man. So the win is for Moon. He gets himself another, and they'll clean up the egg. And now it's the just New Sham. He'll be cleaned off. The team fight is won. It's a full team wipe for Planet Odd, losing nothing. And with that desperation play going wrong for Team Red, GG is called, and Planet Odd take a very easy and convincing victory over this team. So 35-14, a very well-played game by Planet Odd. 18-4 and 7 for Weehaw, 6-0 and 16 for Resolution. Everybody on the side of Planet Odd looking very good, and Team Red, it was not what they were looking for, and they'll have to go back to the drawing board with that one. So take a look at this graph. Not only did they not have a lead, but they never really even got close to it. Planet Odd completely in control that whole game, and they move on with a win. And now, Team Red, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. So I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter. Tell me how I'm doing with my casting. Criticize me in any way you'd like. I'll be back in just a moment with the next game.